Time and time again, I have heard from parents that their voices are not heard, their needs are not being addressed. They worry about the future for their children, what society is going to do to support and to just create opportunities for their children who have developmental disabilities.
Developmental disabilities refer to different types of disorders that may include Down syndrome, Fragile X, intellectual disability, autism, and cerebral palsy, among others. Developmental disabilities are lifelong and affect multiple aspects of psychosocial development, physical functioning, and participation in daily activities.
In our study, we wanted to know what is an inclusive approach to health promotion for racialized mothers of children and youth with developmental disabilities.
For women, being a mother is a challenge because of society's high expectation on them to be perfect. However, having a child with a developmental disability increases the challenges of being a mother. These challenges include providing lifelong care 24/7 for their children with developmental disabilities, financial difficulties, social stigma, mothers being blamed for their children's disability, social isolation, and lack of support. On top of that, we found that being a Black or racialized mother makes things even more challenging. One mother said, "I have to fight more, because my son, he's a Black man, and he's a Black man with a disability. So I have to actually try and raise him in a way and that he understands the implication of everything, race and him." We see that experiences of racism and discrimination affect mothers' perceptions of access to supports for their children with developmental disabilities. One mother said, "We will not have access to the same services, even the developmental services. You see how they treat the white people different than how they treat the Black people. They don't give you the information that's available."
Mothers noted the importance of teaching their children about racism, raising awareness, and making them conscious about the reality of racism in society. In the context of racism and discrimination, mothers practice and teach key values to their children like tolerance, respect, and understanding.
One mother said, "I think that if we want to change the world, we have to start with our own household. So I don't raise my children to be racist. I don't raise them to look at people differently. I raise my children to respect everybody because I feel racism starts in somebody's house." First, mothers suggested that there is a need to train, educate, and raise awareness amongst service providers regarding racism and discrimination. Mothers also suggested the need to include people impacted by policies and programs in the decision-making processes. In conclusion, our study shows that challenges and barriers increase at the intersections of mothering, caring for a child with a developmental disability, and having a racialized background.